We're back, and
Get your asses off Ben Telman's
we're doing the
land.
Civil War
Not Benny
that I left
Loghain.
behind last time.
Loghain is the regent. He demands your...
We're not Orlesian lickspittles. We owe no man our allegiance. Leave!
Take their lands by force, men. Regent's orders.
Let's wipe them out quick.
Let's take care of these two. Zivrin is still a guy I can have fight out with me, so that's nice.
Die!
I don't think I lost anybody. Good, good, good. Now, I just realized I should probably check, see what his tactics is set. Scraper. Good. Archer. Custom. Okay, I will do Scraper for now. Now to the refugees. Just walk past the quest area. Ah, damn. Stopped again. Oh, a abomination. Oof. That's unfortunate. Nope. Probably lose some of these people, but not much I can do about that.
You cannot win.
Yep, she died. That's surprising he died.
Defend yourself.
Boy, you casting. Death really? Zevran, why do you do that to yourself?
Yes?
Never mind. Okay. I covered a decent amount of money. I'm back to dinner. Just kind of walked around the whole continent of Ferelden. Oof.
As there is but one world, one life, one death.
Though stung with 100...
Blah 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 blah. Oh, you leveled up. Neat. Oh yeah, she needs 22 coming.
Take this.
Single
Good to
gold.
see you again.
Okay, he has nothing more for me.
Those who bring ham
Double check entry board.
does not.
Actually, easier just check my missions. Let's see. What are those condolences? Oh yeah. Solving problems. Ah, got done with that one. Okay,
Stop correcting me. I know the chant like the back of
so I got to turn in one of these. Poison make, right? No, you poison make. So yeah. Onward. My companions, you don't sound excited.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar.
Damn, Stan. That's some damage you had there.
What can I get you, stranger?
Nice, nice.
Do you have any tales of the...
No princesses in tall towers or knights throwing themselves at whole armies.
That's not all I like.
Do you want tales of the chastened wilders who dwell in the marsh? Do you want to hear of the slow deaths they inflict on their enemies? Perhaps a tale of the poisonous creatures of the wild that lay their eggs on your skin so their young may eat you alive when hatched? Or a tale of my mother's marsh cuisine? That, in my opinion, is the most terrifying of all my tales.
No, I don't want to hear about those things.
Then I have no tales for you.
I don't know why I felt like I need double check to these rooms.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar.
all men are the work of our native land.
And to the pearl. Do, 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 do.
What is it?
Can't do that.
Not possible to pick. So be it. Oh, that's not the one.
Don't think so.
Another Grey Warden supporter.
Not just a supporter, Payton. That's a Grey Warden. He's the one Arl Howe is looking for.
Our trap landed a Warden. You've got one chance to surrender. For what it's worth, I believe you. Not that I particularly care. We're not common guards, Warden. We're Howe's elite. Shavra, Tennant, and Jarvie, let's kill ourselves a
Now see, you told me I had a chance to live, but now you don't let me get a chance to use that chance. Whoa. Did he just teleport?
All right. Now this should be fun.
Tis a good day.
That was easy. Anything else? Cool.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Randomly locked the doors on me. Rude people. I don't know what I just saw, but I'm gonna figure it out. I'll say I tried to check this ahead of time. Must have missed it. Oh well. Okay, that's all of these guys. Check out Check out my camp apparently. I do not get to make decisions in my gameplay. Ooh, actually, do something nice for Zoran right off the bat.
Gloves? You're giving me gloves? What for? I did not mean to sound ungrateful. It is just... Wait, these are Dalish, are they not? My mother was Dalish, and had a pair very similar to these. The leather was less thick, and it had more embroidery, but these are very close, and quite handsome. Do I seem surprised? Perhaps I am. Still, I appreciate
feel
the
like-
fact that you even thought of me.
Yeah, he comes in like in every
Simply
game, I
given
think.
me a gift before.
He survives. Saving that for a Pacific person. Let's see.
Here I am.
Yes.
Oh, this should be good. Go ahead. Well, the crows would have you believe that it is an involved process that takes years of training. The sort that tests both your resolve and your endurance. Survive that process and maybe, just maybe, you're good enough to start being considered one of them. But quite frankly, the truth is that all it requires is a desire to kill people for a living. It's surprising how well one can do in such a field. I don't know about that. It's simply a slightly different skill set from your average killer, as I see it. An assassin simply specializes in striking from stealth, and in maximizing that first attack to be as lethal as possible. Debilitate your foe, either by poison or by crippling their limbs, makes any follow-up combat you need to engage in that much simpler.
Sounds good.
See? Getting paid for the act is beside the point. An assassin is more a tactical choice than a lifestyle. Of course, the crows like to pretend that their abilities are trade secrets, shrouded in shadows and wrapped in
Hush,
a
hush,
blanket
hush.
of mystery.
Type deal.
So let's just keep this between you and me, shall we?
One talk to everybody.
The stars are out. It comforts me to know that the stars will remain untouched by the blight. That whatever happens down here, they will shine eternally.
To our knowledge.
Wrapped, undimmed. There is a story about that cluster of stars over there. Do you know it? Elindra and her soldier? A long time ago, there lived a fair maiden called Elindra. She had many suitors,
I
but spurned
think I
them
may
all
end
as
up
she did not love
accidentally
them.
romancing
One day,
her.
Elindra
I feel
was
like at
sitting
one
by
point
a
I said I
window in
might
her
try,
father's castle, singing
but
and dreaming.
you know,
Her lovely voice caught the
like in
attention
real
of a
life,
young
I just
soldier,
casually flirt
and
with
charmed by
everybody.
her song,
Doesn't matter who you are, I'll casually flirt with you for the
as
lulz.
their eyes met, he fell in love with her, and she
For the
with
most
him.
part,
When
anyone
Elindra told her
I know
father about the man she had chosen, he
who's
was
seen me casually flirt
for
can
Elindra
tell
was highborn,
it's not me
but
really
her love
trying.
nothing more than a common soldier. To keep them apart, he had Elindra imprisoned
Mm.
in the highest tower of his castle, and sent her soldier to the wars. Alas, not a month had passed before news of the soldier's death reached Elindra. Alone in her tower, Elindra wept for her love, and beseeched the gods to deliver her from this cruel world. So earnest was her plea that the gods themselves were moved. They gathered Elindra into their arms and lifted her high into the heavens, where she became a star. The gods also raised up the soul of Elindra's soldier love, and there he dwells, across the horizon from her. The band of stars between them is a river of Elindra's tears, cried for her lost love. They say that when Elindra has cried enough, she will be able to cross the river to be reunited with her soldier.
Alright. Yeah, that's a beautiful
This story is
story.
one of my favorites. A tale of a love so great and so enduring that it defies death and moves the gods to action. Sometimes I ask myself, does such a love exist? Can it exist? I think I would be lucky to experience an emotion even half as pure and true as Elindra's love. The world gets lonely too quickly if there is no one to share it with.
She wants the D.
What do you need? Ask away. Have you seen the uniform? It's not only stylish, but well made. I'm a sucker for good tailoring. That's just in public. In private, we have these yellow and purple tunics, right? Much more comfortable, and you don't break the beds when you jump on them during a pillow fight. Pillow fights? I mean, no, of course not. I meant sword fights. With rusty swords, dripping with acid. The kind that puts hair on your chest. You don't really want to know about my being a Templar, do you? It's really quite boring. Poke, poke, poke. Tell me everything about your life, Alistair. All right, if you insist. It's not like we have anything better to do, right?
You don't. You're stuck in camp for a while.
That I did hate going to the monastery. The initiates from poor families thought I put on airs, while the noble ones called me a bastard and ignored me. I felt like Al Eamon had cast me off, unwanted, and I was determined to be bitter. But I took some solace in the training itself, I guess. I was actually quite good at it. The education, mostly, but also the discipline. You need to have a disciplined mind in order to use the abilities we have. It was difficult, but rewarding. I never really felt at home anywhere, though, until I joined the Grey Wardens. And Duncan felt my Templar abilities might be useful for when we encountered Darkspawn magic, so I kept it up. What about you? Do you have anywhere you consider home?
Yeah, I guess the Elf manage.
You must miss them a great deal. Duncan and the Grey Wardens are the closest I ever got to that kind of family. We won't always be traveling like this, you know. Once the war is over, once the Blight is... well, a time will come when we'll have to think about having a real home again. Though that seems like a far ways off. And I suppose the Grey Wardens are gone for good, either way.
Yeah, if we survive.
Best to concentrate on what we have to do right now.
I don't think Sen has anything for me. Last time I talked, he was pretty mute.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
+1 fire damage. So these. Let's see. Yeah, hers is better. Okay. Restriction Mage. Okay, so that'll go to her. Each element armor, I can increase someone's be least usable. We'll keep all this for trap making. Sell you. Hey,
Enchantment?
enchantment.
Enchantment!
Just give that to him now. Oh, oh. Morgan, almost forgot about you.
Yes? If you must. Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be? Oh, she is certainly old. Have no mistake of that. Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience. I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire. It was you who made the query of Flemeth. Why ask if you do not wish to know? As the tale is sung by the bard,
Just like messing with
there
her.
was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful, a fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her. Many centuries before this land was even named Ferelden. The tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the bard, and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conobar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conobar the jealous lord who looked on from afar. Lord Conobar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife, and Osen agreed. The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement. All would have been well had Lord Conobar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge. That was not the point. Conobar had no honor, so she would not have him. Flemeth begged the spirits to aid her, and 'twas they who slew Conobar. The demon the legend tells of came later. Lord Conobar's allies chased Flemeth, you see. Chased her to the wilds, and there she hid.
Very long story.
There she
I always
found
forget
the
how long
demon,
it is.
and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies. The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began. I do not believe everything that Flemeth claims. Oft it seems her bitterness has colored her memories. But on the whole, yes, I believe this tale, if not all. You ask if I have sisters. I have asked of this myself. The stories tell of many witches of the wilds after all, not just the one. And these tales existed long before I did. Flemeth refuses to speak of other daughters, if they existed. So, should I believe I am her first? I doubt that too. Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless. Ah, then you have my sympathies for what it is worth. Which is very little, I am certain.
Yeah.
Let us move on.
My character's backstory. Ah, crap. I did that again.
A fine gift.
This way she at least doesn't hate me as much. Okay, double check with them, just be
Yes.
sure.
I am hardly... Very well. Speak, then. Then I
Yeah, I
suggest
don't
we
think
move
so.
on.
Yeah. He's just happy to exist. He has a good life as a dog.
Yes.
Indeed.
Ugh, chills. Okay. Soldier's Peak. Double check this place. I don't know. I could do Denerim or Oscar. Not sure which I would prefer. Hey, I can use Starblade. Starfang. Or you can use this. Just so close. Wait, shuffle chair. I can't use you either yet. Okay, so first things first. Starfang. Very good blade. Yeah, much better. Morgan, Winter Breath. You also get special gloves. Morgan. Or not Morgan, Lua. You literally are just one away. But then you can use your bow. Good. Wait, if I do that. Aha! Better. Okay, so you gotta wear that for a moment. You need 22 strength. Better. Stop by the camp just for a second. Drop stuff off and all that fun jazz. Do, 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 do. Wait, where's Alistair? Did I go past him and not realize it? I guess so. Oh, you have Duncan's sword. Huh. Okay, sell some of this stuff. Disenchant others.
Enchantment?
Okay. Zevran. Okay. Chance of paralysis, very helpful. Physical resistance, full damage. And then we'll just give you these two. Yeah, I saw it somewhere else.
Yes.
Indeed.
Now, if I'm correct, once I go through here, I should get a level. I can put that into my Templar stuff. Oh. Traps. Oh. They can handle themselves for a moment. Well, pelts, so... Onward. Ah. Good. Down we go. Okay, first things first, we got the deserter.
Wardens have with a man like me. Oh? What was this about? I worried this might happen. I hoped it wouldn't be you who came for me. I have no choice. Forgive me, Warden, but I cannot go back with you.
Pretty sure you do have a choice, you just don't like your choice. To be fair, Deserter's life is not a good one, I'm sure.
Wow, I've never seen one of you knife ears dressed like the King of Ferelden before. You made good for yourself, eh?
Excuse
I don't
me?
mean no offense. I know I shoot my mouth off. I'm just not used to your kind, trussed up all fancy. Oh, there I go again. I don't mean nothing by it. I swear I should start over. I'm mighty pleased to be making your acquaintance, sir. Mocking? No, I was just saying it's nice to meet someone such as yourself. I'm the ferryman. Leastwise, I used to be. Poor old Kester. Out of a job. Gregor just came down and said, "Don't you worry, Kester, we got it all under control, we do." Didn't say nothing else. And then he puts Carol in charge of my boat. Lissy, named for my grandmum she was. I told you, they didn't tell me nothing. And if I know they're mages, I'm better off keeping out of their business. If I had to guess, I'd guess it had to do with magic. But the tower's always got something to do with magic.
Well, it's a tower of mages, so that's to be expected.
You could try swimming, but I don't recommend it. Nasty things in that lake. I reckon it's all them potions they dump in there. Gregor's told me to stay here till it blows over. But I'm telling you, some storms don't blow over easy. Maybe you could at that. I'm sure your mind's all afire now, eh? Oh, I can't say that. I'm lucky he's good enough to give me the time of day. The first enchanter's all right. He's polite as can be, but he's always a little distant, if you get my drift. But Gregor'll stay to talk. I reckon he likes hearing from us common folk, you know? He's a man to be respected, that Gregor. I reckon it's good for them mages. Gather them all, learn them some proper magics. I know what they say about mages, but The Maker made them for a purpose. If you can't trust him, who can you trust?
That's an interesting
All right.
take.
Keep safe, you hear?
Good to see you again.
Oh, good lord. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff.
Yes? I didn't know you. What?
Ooh, you're a horrible, interesting results.
What are you looking at? Can a man drink in peace?
What are you looking at? Good day, and welcome to the Spoiled Princess. Is there something I can get for you? It was my father's idea. He ran the inn before me, and he named it for my sister. She was his little princess. Princess decided the country was too dull for her and moved to Denerim. More glamorous, she said. Well, she was found murdered, robbed of all the trinkets my father bought her with his hard-earned money. My father died of shock and heartbreak. Mother stopped eating, and I got the struggling inn. The name stuck. That's the story. Of course. What would you like?
By a drink, I mean, I just want to tell you some useless stuff. Huh. Do. Not very interesting things. And away I go. Unfortunately, as soon as I start going up this tower, I will not be allowed to come back down.
You're not looking to get across to the tower, are you? Because I have strict orders not to let anyone pass. Oh, you're a Grey Warden, are you? Prove it. Yes? Oh, a Grey Warden seal. Aha! So you're claiming to be one of those. You know, I have some documents too. They say I'm the Queen of Antiva. What do you think of that? Don't question royalty. Anyway, it was nice chatting with you. Now, on your way, right now, go. Oh, really? You think Gregor would be upset with me for not letting you in? Wait, actually, he would. Good point. He's the big guy around here. I bet he could deal with one Grey Warden. Alleged Grey Warden. Well, you want that I should take you there now? Come along, I suppose.
Oh, good lord. Dramatic little thing.
And I want 2 men stationed within sight of the doors at all times. Do not open the doors without my express consent. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Now we wait and pray. Who are you? I explicitly told Carol not to bring anyone across the lake.
Yeah, I kind of outrank you in life.
You must leave for your own safety. We cannot help, no matter which side of the civil war you represent. The Circle's fate hangs in the balance, and the Templars that serve it must remain.
Not about that war.
Ah, then you must mean the Darkspawn War. I am weary of the Grey Warden's ceaseless need for men to fight the Darkspawn, but it is their right. You'll find no allies here. The Templars can spare no men, and the mages are indisposed. I shall speak plainly. The tower is no longer under our control. Abominations and demons stalk the tower's halls. The Circle is lost. The tower has fallen.
How did this happen?
No, we saw only demons, hunting Templars and mages alike. I realized we could not defeat them and told my men to flee.
Not the worst decision.
I have sent word to Denerim, calling for reinforcements and the rite of annulment. The rite of annulment gives Templars the authority to neutralize the mage
Purge the tower.
completely. This situation is dire. There is no alternative. Everything in the tower must be destroyed so it can be made safe again.
Wait, I can do it
I
now.
assure you, an abomination is a force to be reckoned with, and you will face more than one.
I'm
If
confident.
you succeed, I would owe you much, enough that I would pledge my Templars to your cause. Without word from Denerim, I must determine our course. Surely destroying Darkspawn is a worthy goal.
We have
A
agreement
word
then?
of caution. Once you cross that threshold, there is no turning back. The great doors must remain barred. I will open them for no one until I have proof that it is safe. I will only believe it is over if the first enchanter stands before me and tells me it is so. If Irving has fallen, then the circle is lost and must be destroyed. May Andraste lend you her courage, whatever you decide.
Oh, cool. That leveled me up. Yeah, so I should at some point in there get my Templar ability. Just keep adding strength, Carl. Just keep adding strength. Let's see. Put Warcry back here. Overpower right there.
Maker have mercy on me.
And the doors are shut. I'm now stuck in the tower. Oof. Okay, clip what I can.
What's next?
Change your thing real quick. I think them all have at least skills I can use. There. Do 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 do.
Just like you wanted.
The spot.
Not happening.
Win! I love her. She's such a great person.
It's you. No, come no further. Grey Warden or no, I will strike you down where you stand. I am a mage of the Circle. More importantly, why are you here? The Templars would not let just anyone by. And you do serve the Templars, as I feared. Do they have the rite of annulment? So Gregor thinks the Circle is beyond hope. He probably assumes we are all dead. They abandoned us to our fate. But even trapped as we are, we have survived. If they invoke the right, however, we will not be able to stand against them.
Nope.
Let it suffice to say that we had something of a revolt on our hands, led by a mage named Uldred. When
That's
he returned from
unfortunate.
the battle at Ostagar, he tried to take over the circle. As you can see, it didn't work out as he had planned. I don't know what became of Uldred, but I am certain all this is his doing. I will not lose the circle to one man's pride and stupidity.
What do you
I
tend?
erected a barrier over the door leading to the rest of the tower, so nothing from inside could attack the children. You will not be able to enter the tower as long as the barrier holds, but I will dispel it if you join with me to save this circle. Once Gregor sees that we have made the tower safe, I trust he will tell his men to back down. He is not unreasonable. Then our path is laid out before us. We must save Irving.
You want us to assist this preachy schoolmistress to rescue these pathetic excuses for mages? They allow themselves to be corralled like cattle, mindless. Now their masters have chosen death for them, and I say, let them have it. Look at how they live. Servants of the Chantry. They lack respect for themselves and their own power. Why should I respect them? Of course I am right. Save her. Save them all from this half-life.
Your advisor is an apostate. You are more dangerous than I imagined, and you will enter this tower over my dead body.
Whoa, whoa.
We will give you your wish, old woman.
Whoa, whoa. I did not mean for this to turn out this way. Oh, crap.
Yes.
Push them back! Make a preserver.
How invigorating that was.
I didn't mean to do this. Oh, that's sad. I like wind. Oh, that's bad. Oh, I regret everything. I regret. So much regret. I shouldn't have done that. Well, with that disappointment, I think I'll end this episode for the day. Goodbye.